Pool School, brought to you by the Tote, with Luke Parkinson, Jamie Hart and Jamie Benson.
So it's been another fascinating day at the Cheltenham Festival, the opening day of the 2022 meeting. Supreme Novices Hurdle got us underway, and what a great renewal of the race it was. Constitution Hill running out an easy winner of the race, and that was good for play spot punters. 36% of them were on Constitution Hill in the first leg. John Bond second and Kilcrut back in third. Zoe Smith is alongside me, who's been looking after our social media channels at Cheltenham here today for the Tote. Zoe, how impressed were you with Constitution Hill? That was some performance.
Yeah, he was very classy, a brilliant horse. Nico and Nikki seemed happy with him going into the race, so I don't think I'm really that surprised by the victory. He just looked very, very classy. I think he's going to go on to do some very special things. He's going to be another Nicky Henderson horse like the Shishkin that we see tomorrow, that goes on and just wins races. He looked really, really good today.
Yeah, he certainly was excellent. It wouldn't even be a surprise to see him go for something like the Champion Hurdle next year with the speed that he showed. It could be a rival for Honeysuckle, who we'll touch on in a minute. But second race of the day, obviously for play spot punters to tell the story of how that unfolded. Edwardstone was the winner, again a popular choice. 37% of the pool were on him. Gabignacco in second and Blue Lord in third, so plenty of popular choices in there really for the play spot punters in the places. And again, Zoe, this was a great performance from Edwardstone.
Yeah, I think at Warwick last time out we didn't quite see him to his full potential. This time he came with a vendetta against all the horses, wanting to win, and I was really impressed actually. I don't know what you think, but I was really, really impressed.
Yeah, certainly, and it's nice to have got off the mark after two races and two wins for the British, which is good for us, not so good for the Irish, but I'm sure they'll be fighting back. So into the third leg, again an interesting race. Obviously the first handicap of the Cheltenham Festival, and that was won by Corach Rambler for Derek Fox and Lucinda Russell, who was a bit of an outsider, sort of a 10-1 shot in the market, but was left alone really in terms of play spot punters, and this is where it sort of opened up the play spot. Anyway, 8% were on Corach Rambler, and then in second Jerry Colt Roquet, and then Oscar Elite in third, who again run strong races but all sort of not that well fancied. And it was always is one of those kind of races, isn't it, Zoe, that handicap?
Yeah, I think for a handicap you're looking at a horse that firstly has been well handicapped, but you're also looking for a horse that can suit the ground, can go the distance. It's a really tricky one to pick a winner, and I think it just shows the play spot. It was completely split. Everyone was on a different horse, and I think that just goes to show how hard these handicaps are to actually choose a winner.
And one race where the play spot definitely won't have been split. Over 70% or 70% exactly of the pool was on Honeysuckle in the Champion Hurdle. Me and you were lucky enough to be in and around the parade ring for the Champion Hurdle, both before and afterwards, and the atmosphere was just electric. One of the best we've seen, especially since lockdown and stuff has happened. To get back on a sporting environment and feel that buzz around the place, it was just incredible.
Yeah, I've never seen an atmosphere like that anywhere for any sport. The chanting that was going on in the parade ring, as soon as she jumped the last fence, you just heard a roar around Cheltenham. That was a very special moment. The hairs stood up on the back of my neck, and I don't think horse racing will ever see a victory quite like that one.
Absolutely, and we were lucky enough to catch up with Henry De Bromhead, who give us a few quick words after this. Henry, obviously you won the Champion Hurdle. What a feeling that must have been.
Yeah, incredible, absolutely amazing. Brilliant to have the crowds here, and yeah, I feel extremely lucky.
Literally is a 1 in a million type of horse to get that atmosphere as well after last year when there was nobody here to then come here and get it.
Yeah, it was great to see the mare get that kind of a reception, and Rachel and everybody, and fantastic to have all the connections and family and everybody here. So no, we were really lucky.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Henry. Cheers. So you've heard from Henry De Bromhead there on the Champion Hurdle success with Honeysuckle, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next year if she comes back and tries to defend her crown. I'm sure she might have Constitution Hill up against it. Obviously into the fifth leg of the race, and the race today, and Marie's Rock was the winner of the Mares Hurdle. Again, not that much of a popular choice. Another one that won at Warwick not so long ago. Queensbrook back in second, who was a bit more well fancied. 24% of the pool on Queensbrook, and then Mrs Milner, who has run well around here before. But Marie's Rock, Zoe, she was again a really good performer and put it to bed that race.
Yeah, not many people fancied her. 3% of the pool that were remaining fancied her. I think she performed really well. I was there at Warwick when she won, and she won again quite impressively. I think Warwick is a really good track for horses to then come to Cheltenham and win. It seems to be a trend at the moment, but I think she was really well. It was great to see her syndicate owners in the parade ring having a load of fun, and there was a group of them, and they were crying, they were happy, they were shouting. I think that's what the sport's all about.
And obviously into the sixth leg, there was a well-fancied runner for Willie Mullins, who's ended up not having a winner on the play spot today anyway, and that was Gaelic Warrior, who had 41% of the pool on him. Didn't quite deliver, just got touched off by Brazil, one of the JP McManus runners, who had 10% of the pool on. And then back in third was Bell X1 for Paul Nichols, who just had 1% of the pool on him. So again, everyone was on Gaelic Warrior pretty much. Didn't quite deliver, Zoe, but did look a bit juvenile. You could tell he was a youngster anyway, just running around a little bit.
Yeah, I think that'll be the surprise of the day, that Willie Mullins hasn't had a winner. But we all know how this goes. He'll probably go on to be champion trainer of the festival. Gaelic Warrior, he was a good horse. He ran on, but I think Brazil just showed a little bit more class than him going into the home straight, and that's what happens in horse racing. Yeah,
just got up the hill a little bit better, and as we know here at the Cheltenham Festival, it's all about getting up that hill. And we'll see some great superstars on show potentially tomorrow. The likes of Gerhard, Shishkin and Tiger Roll are all on show, hopefully, if all goes to plan. And Zoe, it could be the last time that we see Tiger Roll on a racecourse if reports and stories are to be believed. And he has been a superstar, and it'll be great, and hopefully he can go out with a win.
Yeah, he's 12 years old now. He doesn't owe the sport anything. He's been a brilliant athlete in the sport. 2-time Grand National winner. It would be great to see him go out on a win tomorrow, and he's been heavily backed by a lot of people into favourite now. I'm excited to see him tomorrow, and whatever happens, as long as he comes home safe, I suppose that's the main part.
Absolutely, and as well as that, don't forget you can get your free play spot again at tote.co.uk. It's exclusively there, so make sure you're opted in to get that for Wednesday's card. So now you've heard from me and Zoe on course at Cheltenham, it's time to hear from our two Tote ambassadors, Danny Mullins and Richard Johnson. Dickie, I'll start with you. It's been a day for the British that we've dominated for once.
Yeah, it's been a lovely surprise, really. I think we knew we had a good chance coming in today. The first two races was always going to be some of our best chances of the week, and yeah, for Nicky Henderson to start off his day with Constitution Hill was fantastic to watch, and he looks a star of the future. And Alan King to win the Arkle, I think it gave me a smile, and I think felt like we got a fighting chance.
One thing we couldn't claw you back on, Danny, was the champion hurdle. That was an absolutely brilliant performance, and the reception was just insane.
Yeah, Honeysuckle, hopefully she'll get the recognition she deserves after that win. She's an unbelievable mare. What a partnership herself and Rachel Blackmore are. And don't forget, Kenny Alexander wasn't here last year. He really got to enjoy that, and Henry De Bromhead on top of his game.
Absolutely, and it wasn't to be with some of your rides today, but you've got another good book of rides tomorrow, and some good races as well tomorrow.
Yeah, a few nice rides tomorrow, and we'll give it a shot again and see how we go.
And obviously the star attraction, Richard, we've got Gerhard tomorrow, Shishkin against an Ergamine and Chacun Pour Soi, and then obviously Tiger Roll could be the last ever time we see him.
Yeah, I think Shishkin's probably the highlight for me tomorrow. Especially, I'd love to see him show like he did at Ascot, but it's going to be a hard race. I think for me, Gerhard, I think he's probably going to start off in the Irish in good form tomorrow. I think Tiger Roll, if he could. If he could finish his career on a high, I think it doesn't matter which side of the sea you live on. I think we'd all be delighted to see that.
And the UK might have won today, Danny, but tomorrow it could be the other way around. The Irish could certainly get back on top if you have Gerhard. Chacun Pour Soi is your choice, and it could be a big day with Tiger Roll as well.
Yeah, there's a few more decent Irish horses coming out tomorrow, but it's great to see a proper bit of competition back again, and the Irish need to just keep their socks up and keep going to try and get back level.
And from a riding point of view today, how good was it to have a crowd back here at the festival? You did it behind closed doors last year, but that roar must have been something to start off the day anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It's fantastic. There's a real electric feel about the place, and it's fantastic for everybody who's attended, and hopefully they've all had a good day.
Brilliant. Good luck with day two, guys, and we'll see you then.